A lot of people talk about the coffee in places or the diners or the whatever in wherever they are. In California, there's this truck stop type of diner in Petaluma, and in wherever there's wherever diner. Well, I live in New York, and I live just about a minute walk away from Tom's Diner, the one that was mentioned in Suzanne Vega's song Tom's Diner, and Seinfeld did some scenes where they filmed maybe the outside or maybe the inside of it, I forget, but it's famous. And I had heard stuff about whether the food was good or not, but I decided, heck, I never actually went in there to have anything. So I went in there, and the vibe was like an old fashioned kind of a diner. So it looked like the kind of place where if you just wanted to sit back with someone and say, hey, guess what? We're in the place where Seinfeld was in. You'd be able to do that, and you could feel that type of vibe. And the guy who gave me the coffee looked like the kind of guy who could probably be on the Seinfeld episode saying uh, milk and sugar. You know, it had that kind of a sitcom vibe to it without actually really being that way. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I just want to take my first sip of Tom's Diner coffee and see if, how it is and how it compares to other places and whether or not it's considered to be world famous or whether it's hype or whatnot. So here I go. I have my cup of coffee. Surprisingly, this is a very, very tasty cup of coffee. I have to say that, yeah, and I could, maybe feel a little bit of an effect, a little bit like you need to have a little bit of an effect as well as the coffee itself, flavor wise. And yeah, I mean, I don't know whether or not it's the type of coffee that I'm used to if I'm just looking for a quick cup. It's more of like a Sunday afternoon, I want to indulge myself type of cup. But for a large, for $1.50, I'd say it would be understandable if you decide to go there than to go to a chain place or a convenience store and get coffee. It's good. I'd say, yeah, with the cream and the sugar, it's pretty damn good coffee. I'll have to take another sip. Yeah, I would say that it has a good sweetness to it and everything. I would have to say, oftentimes I'm the kind who needs, in order for me to do work like writing or something, perhaps a coffee that's a little bit strong as far as maybe a little bitter or a little bit, like um, um, caffeine type of coffee. This is more of a um, just liking a good cup of coffee. But it would work if you told yourself that you didn't feel like you had to keep going back to refill your coffee in order to get the feeling. If you could say, hey, this is good coffee, I can get a feeling out of good coffee, then yeah, I'd say, you know, the majority of people who go there to eat. And so, that's just how it is. But they had, for a time, a small thing advertised saying, um, you know, you can get a cup of coffee to go. So they're cool about it, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'd say, yeah, try it. Try it this once or whenever and see what you think. I personally so far think it's one of the better cups that I've had in the area. But but there's other places I'll still go to because of other reasons, like if I'm in a place where I can do my study, my reading and stuff, and my writing, and there's a cafe connected to it, I'll still do that. But yeah, I was glad I tried it. And yeah, coffee's coffee, so I'll still go to wherever to get it. But hey, thank you, Tom Steiner. That was good. Coffee. Okay, well, take care, everyone. Bye.